Today we're going to review the luxpro lp280 and lp200. So let's do this. Hope you guys don't mind if I turn the lights on. I know some people like it with the lights off. Anyway, this is the luxpro brand. I got these as a 2-pack from Lowe's. Probably about 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. And this is the luxpro lp280 and the luxpro lp200. Now, when I bought these, I didn't give much for them. They came in one package, and I think they were only like $12. But I noticed recently I went back to get this specific one as a gift, and the price had gone up a little bit just for one flashlight. So maybe they undersold them and they felt like they had a better product. But either way, let's get right into this. You can pick these up at Lowe's. I'm not sure if they sell the 2-pack. I'm sure they do, but I have not seen them recently. We're going to talk about the LP280 first. Well, where does it say? Oh, LP280. Okay, this runs on 2 AA batteries. Both of these came with batteries, and both of them still have the batteries in them that came with the flashlight, and both of them still work just fine. So that's pretty amazing, which is pretty neat because I use this light quite a bit. The LP200, I don't really use it very much. This one's just a little bit brighter and has a little bit better range. But anyway, runs on 2 AA's, alkalines. It's got a Cree LED. I've disassembled it. It is a Cree. I don't know what type of Cree. It doesn't say anything. Didn't say anything on the package. If you go on their website, it doesn't say anything. So, yep. Has 3 modes, high-low strobe. This light here has 140 lumen max output. Now, I'm not really sure what the output is on low or strobe. It's probably 140 lumens on strobe. But as far as low, I'm not really sure. Both of these lights do not have a memory, but they kind of do. After 30 seconds of you turning it off, it automatically goes back to high. So when you turn it on, it does come on high. You're going to get about 50 to 60 meters of range with this light, and about 2.5 to 3 hours of runtime. So not bad. That leads me to believe probably it's a Cree Q3. Don't think it's a Q5, probably a Q3 in there. You've got a nice thick rubber tail cap switch, lanyard hole. There are O-rings at the tail and the head of this light. Both of these lights did come with this rubber piece here, and I'll see if I can find it before the video is over with and show you kind of what it looks like. I took them off simply because it's a cheaper rubber thing that it gets really gummy and sticky and tacky, and I just thought it was better without it over time, so I wound up taking it off. But either way, let's go over this one real quick, and then I'll step out in the hallway and show you what it's like. This is the luxpro lp200. Pretty much the same concept, only it runs on a single AA battery. It's got the same Cree LED in there. Plastic lens. 3 modes, high-low strobe. This one on max is pushing out about 90 lumens. Pretty bright. I still prefer the 140 lumen light a little bit more, but this has its uses. It is smaller, it's easier to carry. This doesn't come with a clip, but you can easily find clips for these online. So if that's something you'd like for as far as maybe an EDC light or something, this would be a good light for that. Maybe not as bright, but it does have some pretty good battery life. So let's see here. Same thing as the LP280. This has a automatic back to high after 30 seconds, so it will always come on your highest setting. You're going to get about 30 to 40 meters of range out of this light, That's about 20 meter difference between the 280 and the 200. And as far as your runtime, you're going to get around 2 hours. So that's not too bad. Let's go ahead and pause the video and I'll show you what these things look like in the dark. Okay, that is the LP200. That's on high. So that's 90 lumens, I believe. It's low and strobe. Now the camera's not picking this up too well. There is a lot of spill on this light. You got a nice spot in the center. A lot of spill. It's lighting up that wall. That's about 10 foot away. The spill is easily covering that 12-foot gap across from one side of the wall to the other. So keep that in mind. Okay, we're gonna move on to the LP280. Okay. A lot brighter. There's high, there's low, there's strobe. You can see why I carry this light. It's small, it does have a nice beam to it, and it is a lot brighter than the LP200. However, the LP200 does have, it does have uses. It can be used for various things that this light can't be used for. So let's go ahead and move out into the hallway. Let me grab this light here. Set this down. Okay, so that back wall is about 30 foot away. This is the LP280. There's low, and there's strobe. There's about 2 foot away. Let's move on to the LP200. Awkward silence. Okay. Like I said, that wall back there is 30 foot away. This is not bad for this tiny little light. It really isn't. I just prefer the other one a little bit more. And there's low. Now the camera's not picking that up too well. It's just a little bit brighter to the human eye, not much, but it is just a little bit brighter. And there's strobe. And there's about 3 foot away. So, I think you get the idea. Let's go ahead and go back to the desk and talk about it a little bit more. So, as I was saying earlier in the video, this is the rubber piece that goes on the flashlight. I'm not sure what I did with the one that goes on the LP200, but this is the one that goes on the LP280. I took it off because, like I said, it was getting tacky, but just wanted to show you what that looked like. Like I said, you can get these you can get these at Lowe's fairly cheap. So I highly recommend them, specifically this one, which I know is sold separately now. Now I think they're selling this one for like 20 bucks. Don't know if I'd spend that much on it. It doesn't really look the same, but it is under the same model number, the LP280. But if you like the video and you want to see what the light can do, by all means go out and get it. If you see this package where these two are sold together, I really recommend those. But this has been my review of the luxpro LP280 and the LP200. I hope you found it useful. If you got any questions or comments, just let me know. Thanks for watching.